First off, let me talk like got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac was sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack. Read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it. That's why I wanted.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he's got room. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Watson on first down. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
It was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Watson on the sneak. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Watson steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Hey, Alpha! Look at me! Get power! Bravo!
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50. Completes it right side to Cooper.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And again, it's Chubb. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll run for it. Chubb, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 12-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Lawrence.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
After the sack on first down,
Lawrence.
and he rifles one incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
A give running right is Chubb. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him now, as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st down, Watson. Forced out to his left. It's caught by OBJ.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Win or go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Myles Garrett, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Hamler now on the return.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker, his second sack of the night. So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
Nope.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper from 17 yards out.
And the Browns continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Now Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Finds his tight end Ingram.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He's got room at the 30.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. On play action, Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And that's complete DTN out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Here's Chubb on the read option. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 62 yards. And the Browns are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
You ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. That interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Chubb will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 2nd and goal from the 1. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 174 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on. Throwing now, Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Following the penalty, Chubb. They find some open field here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.